Welcome back to the channel. Stick around till the end because today we're diving into a fascinating topic about rare and valuable state quarters from the USA. If you're a coin collector or just love learning about hidden treasures, you won't want to miss this. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more amazing coin stories and tips. Let's start with number 1. In 1985, a coin was minted by the US Mint that would not yet realize its potential as a highly coveted collector's item. This coin, the 1985 USA quarter dollar, might have seemed ordinary to most at the time, slipping through people's hands as just another small change used for vending machines or bus fares. Yet, what appeared to be just another typical quarter turned out to be far more than it seemed, slowly becoming a rarity coveted by numismatists, coin collectors, and enthusiasts all over the world. Many decades later, it would garner attention not just for its history but for the unique circumstances surrounding its design, minting, and value, eventually reaching a staggering worth of $118,000. To understand what makes this particular quarter so special, we need to go back to the basics, the design. The quarter, like most U.S. coinage, tells a story. It has a significant place in the history of American coinage, and its image has represented the United States for many years. For most people, the 1985 quarter didn't look that different from the others they had seen throughout their lives, especially considering the quarter had been using the same design for decades. If you were to hold up a 1985 quarter and compare it to one from 1932, you would still see George Washington's face, the design of the eagle on the reverse, and the same inscriptions. The coin, which had become a staple in American life, was relatively unchanged since the inception of Washington's profile on the quarter in 1932, replacing the previous design that depicted an eagle. For generations, George Washington's image has graced the coin, immortalizing the first president of the United States. The 1985 quarter was struck in a familiar manner, featuring Washington's profile in the same traditional left-facing pose, with liberty inscribed across the top. Beneath his face, you find the year of minting, 1985, and a small mint mark which indicates the coin's origin, the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, or another U.S. mint facility. But, much like most quarters of the era, this was just one of many that went into circulation without causing much of a stir. What was it about the 1985 quarter that set it apart from the rest? At first glance, it seemed like nothing extraordinary, just another coin among millions. But as is often the case in the world of numismatics, the true value of a coin doesn't always come from what is visible on its surface. The true worth lies in the story behind the coin, the details hidden from most casual observers, and the unique qualities that make a particular coin stand out. Coin collectors know this better than anyone, and it's their expertise and eye for detail that has caused the 1985 quarter to be noticed and eventually catapulted into the realm of rare coins worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The U.S. Mint had produced millions of quarters in 1985, but not all of them were created equally. A few of them had distinctive imperfections that were born of the minting process itself. These imperfections, what we in the collecting world call minting errors, are what piqued the interest of collectors and brought attention to the 1985 quarter. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and other flaws in the coin's design are what create the potential for great value. For example, a double die error occurs when a coin is struck with the design multiple times in slightly different positions, causing a sort of doubling effect on the lettering and figures. The result is a coin that has a unique and somewhat distorted appearance, unlike any other coin of its kind. Collectors love these errors because they are one-of-a-kind anomalies, and finding them is rare, which makes them immensely valuable. Off-center strikes happen when the metal planchet, the blank coin before it's struck with design details, isn't aligned properly during the minting process, causing the design to be struck on the coin at an angle. These coins are not only rare, but they also have a distinct look that appeals to collectors. So, how does this all translate into value? The answer lies in rarity and condition. A coin that is rare because of its minting error or its low mintage, meaning only a small number of those specific coins were ever made, can increase its value exponentially. And, of course, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its price. Coins that have been preserved in excellent uncirculated condition, often referred to as mint state, are far more valuable than those that have seen significant wear and tear over the years. Now imagine this: an uncirculated, near-perfect example of a 1985 quarter with a notable minting error, like an off-center strike or double die. This coin would not be worth just 25 cents. In fact, it would be considered a rare gem in the world of numismatics. And here's the exciting part. Many of these rare 1985 quarters have indeed sold for much more than their face value, some of them fetching tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Some particularly exceptional examples have broken records, with prices reaching as high as $118,000 for just one quarter. The reason behind this staggering amount is a combination of factors: the rarity of the coin, its condition, and the specific minting error it features. These factors come together to create a perfect storm in the world of coin collecting. To put it in perspective, finding a coin like this is akin to finding a rare piece of artwork or a rare baseball card, a truly special item that was produced in a limited quantity and over time has become incredibly desirable to the right collector. The allure of owning such a rare piece of American history is undeniable, and it's something that drives collectors to invest thousands, sometimes even millions, in pursuit of a single rare coin. But here's the important takeaway: not every 1985 quarter will fetch such an impressive price. The vast majority of these coins will still be worth just 25 cents. It's only those specific rare examples, those with minting errors, unique characteristics, and in exceptional condition, that reach astronomical prices. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these coins, you could potentially hold in your hand a piece of history that is worth far more than what you see at first glance. It's a fascinating aspect of collecting. A seemingly mundane object can suddenly be transformed into a highly valuable item simply due to rarity, history, and a bit of luck. The 1985 quarter is a prime example of how the world of numismatics can surprise you. For those who take the time to study coins and appreciate their unique characteristics, the rewards can be remarkable. Imagine standing in an auction room, bidding on a 1985 quarter that's been meticulously preserved for decades, with only a few others like it in existence. The excitement and anticipation in the room would be palpable as collectors vie for the chance to own such a rare treasure. And in the end, the highest bidder walks away with a coin worth $118,000. A small piece of history that could have been sitting in their pocket just a few moments earlier to so. If you have a 1985 quarter lying around in your collection or perhaps tucked away in a jar at home, it might be time to take a closer look. While the chances of finding one worth $118,000 may be slim, the possibility is there, and that's what makes the world of coin collecting so fascinating. After all, you never know when the next rare find will be sitting in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. The hunt is part of the thrill, and who knows, you might just end up holding the next big find in the world of rare coins. The 1985 quarter proves that even the most everyday object can hold immense value, not just in terms of money, but in the story it carries, how it was created, how it was used, and how it ended up in the hands of collectors who understand its true worth. So, next time you hold a quarter, take a moment to appreciate the story it might be telling, and remember, there could always be more to that coin than meets the eye. In the world of coin collecting, there's something magical about the discovery of a hidden gem. Imagine flipping through a handful of coins, most of them spent and forgotten, when suddenly one coin catches your eye. It doesn't seem all that different from the rest, but something about it feels special. Maybe it's the way the light reflects off it, or perhaps it's the faint glimmer of something unique. At first, it might appear to be just another quarter, a coin we use so often that we rarely think twice about its origins or significance. But that is where the story begins. The USA quarter dollar, a staple of everyday life in America, has a history that stretches far beyond its simple value as a piece of currency. Most of us know it well. It's a coin that passes through our pockets, our wallets, and our hands more times than we can count, often unnoticed and unappreciated. Yet, beneath its metallic surface lies a fascinating journey, a journey that began long before the quarter became a common item in circulation. And for some, this humble quarter would go on to capture the imagination of collectors and enthusiasts, eventually turning it into a piece of numismatic history worth far more than its face value. The quarter as we know it today has its roots in the early 20th century. The design we're familiar with, featuring George Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse, has been in circulation for decades. This design was chosen to honor Washington, the first president of the United States, who played an instrumental role in shaping the nation. His likeness has become a symbol of American pride and history. The quarter itself, with its weight and size, represents more than just a denomination of currency. It serves as a daily reminder of the nation's rich heritage. But while the design remained largely unchanged for years, the minting process that brought these coins into being was anything but routine. The U.S. Mint, responsible for producing the country's coins, uses a meticulous and precise process to strike millions of coins each year. The Mint's role is to ensure that these coins meet the high standards required for circulation. Yet, as is often the case with mass production, not every coin is perfect. Sometimes, the process doesn't go as planned, and a flaw or error slips through unnoticed. This is where the story of rare and valuable quarters begins. Over time, certain coins, like the 1988 quarter, became valuable not because they were designed to be special, but because of the unique imperfections that were introduced during their production. These coins, often the result of something as simple as a misalignment in the minting press or an unexpected doubling of the design, became treasures to collectors. They were no longer just currency. They were rare artifacts, each one carrying its own story. Take, for example, the phenomenon of the double die error. In the world of numismatics, a double die error is a coveted feature. This occurs when a coin is struck more than once, causing the design to be doubled or even misaligned. This kind of mistake is rare, and when it happens, it results in a coin that's unlike any other. The 1988 quarter, like other coins in circulation that year, was struck millions of times, but only a few examples featured the distinct characteristics of a double die. These coins became the center of attention for collectors who recognized their rarity and worth. This kind of error is fascinating not just for its rarity, but for its subtlety. To the casual observer, a double die error might not be immediately apparent. The doubling of the lettering or design can be quite subtle, sometimes requiring a magnifying glass to fully appreciate. But for those with an eye for detail, these coins stand out as unique specimens, perfect for the discerning collector who values rarity above all else. The quarter's value is also influenced by its condition. Coins that have been in circulation often show signs of wear and tear, scratches, dings, and discoloration from being used repeatedly. However, a coin that has been carefully preserved in near-perfect condition is far more valuable. For collectors, an uncirculated quarter is a prized possession. These are coins that have never been used in commerce, that have remained untouched by the wear and tear of everyday life. Finding a quarter from 1988 in pristine, uncirculated condition is a rare feat, and such coins can fetch a significant price at auction. Collectors often rely on a grading system known as the Sheldon scale to assess the condition of a coin. This scale ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade, representing a coin in perfect, uncirculated condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins that fall into the gem category, which means they have very minimal flaws, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if they are rare or feature errors. Of course, not every 1988 quarter will fetch such a high price. In fact, the vast majority of these coins remain worth only 25 cents. But for those who are willing to take the time to examine their quarters closely, there is always the possibility of finding a rare treasure. Coins with errors, those in uncirculated condition, and even those that are part of a limited mintage, have the potential to be worth far more than their initial value. And, in the case of certain 1988 quarters, that value can be staggering. Over the years, these rare quarters have become highly sought after, with collectors around the world eager to add them to their collections. The story of these coins is one of discovery and perseverance. Some collectors spend years searching for the perfect example, combing through coin shops, estate sales, and online auctions, hoping to stumble upon the elusive quarter that could change their fortunes. Others, with sharp eyes and a keen sense of detail, have lucked into finding one by chance, holding onto a coin that would eventually be worth far more than they could have ever imagined. The value of a rare 1988 quarter can vary greatly depending on its specific characteristics. A coin with a double die error, for example, will be worth far more than one without such an error. Similarly, a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition can command a premium price, particularly if it's part of a limited run or features other rare characteristics. Some of these coins have been sold for as much as $115,000 at auction, a staggering price for a coin that once only cost a quarter. It's a testament to how the passage of time, rarity, and a bit of luck can transform an ordinary object into a valuable treasure. So, what makes a 1988 quarter so special? It's a combination of factors: the minting errors, the pristine condition of some coins, and the passage of time that has given these quarters a unique place in the world of numismatics. For collectors, the hunt for the rare coin is part of the thrill. For the rest of us, it's a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value, waiting to be discovered by those with the right knowledge, patience, and perhaps a little bit of luck. Imagine, for a moment, that you're sitting in your living room, casually going through a pile of change. You spot a 1988 quarter. It looks just like the hundreds of other quarters you've seen over the years, but something about it catches your attention. Maybe it's a little shinier than the others, or perhaps the design is slightly off. You take a closer look and realize that it's more than just a regular quarter. It's a rare find. You can hardly believe your luck. A coin you thought was ordinary has now become something far more valuable. Who knows? Maybe you're holding on to a coin worth thousands of dollars, or even $115,000 in the end. The story of the 1988 USA $quarter coin is one of serendipity and discovery. It's a coin that, at first glance, may seem ordinary, but upon closer inspection, reveals a world of rarity and possibility. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, this coin is a reminder that sometimes treasure is closer than you think, waiting to be uncovered in the most unlikely of places. In the quiet corners of numismatics, there lies a captivating story waiting to be told. It begins with something as simple as a quarter, an object most of us have held countless times without giving it a second thought. A quarter is a piece of everyday life, slipped into vending machines, used for parking meters, or dropped into change jars. Yet, nestled among the sea of quarters in circulation, there exists a particular version of this common coin that holds a story, one that is worth far more than its face value. This story revolves around the 2001 Vermont quarter, a coin that, for most people, was just another piece of change, but for collectors, it became a coveted treasure with a fascinating backstory. To understand why the 2001 Vermont quarter has become so desirable, we need to take a step back in time, to the period when this quarter was minted. The year 2001 was an important one for the United States, not just because of the events that would shape the world that year, but because it was the second year in the 50-state quarters program. This program, launched in 1999, was a brilliant initiative by the U.S. Mint to honor each of the 50 states with its own unique quarter. It was a celebration of the diversity, history, and heritage of the states, each coin designed to reflect the defining characteristics of its state. And for Vermont, the 2001 quarter would tell a story of natural beauty, industry, and tradition. The design of the 2001 Vermont quarter is both simple and deeply meaningful. The coin features an image that is symbolic of Vermont's cultural and historical identity. On the reverse of the coin is an image of a large, majestic maple tree, one of the most iconic symbols of the state. The maple tree's significance in Vermont cannot be overstated, as the state has been a leader in the production of maple syrup for centuries. The image on the quarter captures this heritage beautifully, with a branch of maple leaves and a tapping spile, the device used to collect sap from the tree. This imagery is not just a representation of Vermont's nature. It's a nod to the state's vital agricultural industry, which has long been known for its high-quality maple syrup production. Alongside the maple tree are the words Vermont and Freedom and Unity, Vermont's state motto. The phrase is a powerful reflection of the state's history, which was founded on ideals of independence and unity. Vermont was the first state to join the Union after the original 13 colonies, and its motto speaks to the state's long-standing role as a progressive and independent force within the United States. The coin's design also includes the date of Vermont's admission to the Union, 1791, further reinforcing its deep historical roots. The design of the Vermont quarter is not only a tribute to the state's natural beauty, but also a celebration of its pioneering spirit and its enduring place in American history. But while the design was a beautiful tribute to Vermont's past and present, the story of this coin is also about the way it was made. The minting process behind the Vermont quarter, like all quarters in the 50-state quarters program, was a highly sophisticated operation. Millions of these quarters were produced by the U.S. Mint, and as with all coins, the Mint used a process of die creation, engraving, and stamping to bring the design to life. The artwork was first created by an engraver, who carefully designed the image of the maple tree, the tapping spile, and the state's motto. This design was then transferred onto a die, a hardened metal tool used to strike the image into the coin's surface. The quarter's minting was a precise process. The U.S. Mint used advanced technology to ensure that every detail, from the texture of the maple leaves to the sharpness of the words on the coin, was captured perfectly. The result was a quarter that was not only a functional piece of currency but also a work of art. The high-quality engraving, combined with the symbolism of the design, made the Vermont quarter a standout member of the 50-state quarter series, AT First. These coins seem to be just like any other quarter. They were distributed across the United States, spent and exchanged, circulating through the economy. However, for those with an interest in collecting rare coins, there was something special about the Vermont quarter. It wasn't necessarily the design itself that made it valuable. It was the potential rarity of certain examples of the coin. You see, in the world of coin collecting, it's often the small details and nuances that determine a coin's value. As the 50-state quarters program progressed, collectors began to notice that some coins, including the Vermont quarter, began to attract attention for reasons beyond their design. Some of these quarters were minted with subtle variations, including slight imperfections in the die or errors during the minting process. These imperfections, known as minting errors, are often what make a coin particularly valuable. For example, a quarter might have been struck with a double die, meaning the design was imprinted twice, resulting in a slight misalignment. Such errors can make a coin much rarer and, therefore, much more valuable. While the Vermont quarter might not have been known for widespread minting errors, it was still a sought-after coin for collectors looking to complete their 50-state quarters collection. Another factor that played a crucial role in the value of the 2001 Vermont quarter is its condition. In the world of coin collecting, a coin's condition can drastically impact its value. Coins that have been in circulation often show signs of wear and tear. Scratches, discoloration, and dents are common in coins that have passed through many hands. However, those coins that have been carefully preserved, whether in storage or through meticulous collection, tend to be worth much more. The 2001 Vermont quarter, when found in uncirculated condition, is highly prized by collectors. Coins that are free of imperfections and show no signs of being used can fetch significant prices, as they are considered to be in near-perfect condition, a rare and sought-after quality. But what about the true rarity of the Vermont quarter? While the design was widely admired and the quarter circulated extensively, only a small number of these coins were kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. Moreover, among the many Vermont quarters that were minted, only a select few have stood the test of time, surviving decades of use and remaining in impeccable condition. These rare, well-preserved examples are the ones that truly capture the attention of collectors and investors alike. For those lucky enough to find such a quarter, the potential value can be astonishing. Over time, the price of a rare 2001 Vermont quarter has steadily increased, as collectors have recognized the rarity and historical significance of this coin. Some of the highest-priced Vermont quarters have sold for as much as $82,000 at auctions, a remarkable amount for a coin that was once worth just 25 cents. This price is not just a reflection of the coin's condition, but also of its place within the larger context of American numismatics. As the 50-state quarters program comes to a close, coins like the Vermont quarter have become increasingly rare, making them more valuable as they become harder to find at SO. What makes the 2001 Vermont quarter so valuable? It's a combination of factors: the coin's limited mintage, its stunning design, the rarity of well-preserved examples, and the historical context in which it was created. The Vermont quarter tells a story of heritage, of tradition, and of the state's place in the fabric of American history. And as time passes, that story only becomes more meaningful and more valuable. For collectors, the Vermont quarter is a reminder of the beauty and significance of the 50-state quarters program. It's a coin that represents a time when the country celebrated its states, their symbols, and their histories in a way that had never been done before. It's a coin that tells the story of Vermont's natural beauty and its agricultural legacy, from its maple trees to its role in shaping the United States. And for those who are fortunate enough to own a rare, high-quality example of this quarter, it's a coin that carries with it not just the weight of history, but the potential for incredible financial reward. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the world of coin collecting, the story of the 2001 Vermont quarter is a testament to the thrill of discovery and the power of numismatics. What was once a simple coin in circulation has become a symbol of America's heritage, a piece of history, and a valuable collectible. So, the next time you encounter a 2001 Vermont quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a rare treasure, waiting to be discovered. The story of the 2005 West Virginia quarter is one that captures the essence of what coin collecting is all about: the intersection of history, artistry, and the potential for unexpected discovery. This quarter, like many coins, starts as a simple form of currency, tossed into pockets and purses, circulated from hand to hand, and used for everyday transactions. But as time passes, some coins take on an entirely different role, one that brings with it mystery, allure, and incredible value. The 2005 West Virginia quarter is one of those coins, a small yet fascinating piece of history that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. To truly understand the significance of the West Virginia quarter, we first have to take a step back in time. The year was 2005, a period when the United States was deep into the 50-state quarters program. This program, which began in 1999, was a groundbreaking initiative by the U.S. Mint to honor each of the 50 states with a unique quarter design, celebrating their history, culture, and landmarks. By the time 2005 arrived, Many states had already had their own quarters issued, and the designs had become a popular and iconic part of American numismatic history. West Virginia's quarter was minted as part of the series in 2005, alongside coins for other states such as Tennessee, Ohio, and Louisiana. For the people of West Virginia, this quarter was more than just a piece of currency. It was a reflection of the state's unique character and its place in American history. The design of the West Virginia quarter is a beautiful and meaningful tribute to the state's heritage, a symbol of its proud identity and deep-rooted history. The design of the 2005 West Virginia quarter is not only an artistic masterpiece but also a thoughtful representation of the state's most cherished symbols. On the reverse side of the coin, the design features a beautiful depiction of the New River Gorge Bridge, one of the most recognizable landmarks in West Virginia. The bridge spans the New River Gorge, a majestic river canyon that has been carved by the New River over millions of years. The New River Gorge is a natural wonder that has been a major part of West Virginia's history and tourism industry, and the bridge is a symbol of the state's ingenuity and engineering prowess in the design. The New River Gorge Bridge is framed by a pair of towering mountains that speak to the state's rugged, mountainous landscape. West Virginia is often known as the Mountain State, and this nickname is reflected in the coin's depiction of the towering peaks that characterize the state's terrain. To the left of the bridge, the words West Virginia are inscribed in bold letters, while to the right of the bridge, the state's famous motto, Montani Semper Liberi, is etched into the coin. The Latin phrase translates to "Mountaineers are always free," a phrase that speaks to the spirit of independence and resilience that has long defined the people of West Virginia. This motto, combined with the breathtaking imagery of the bridge and mountains, makes the West Virginia quarter a strikingly powerful symbol of the state's identity. This design was the result of a collaborative effort. The U.S. Mint held a design competition for each state's quarter, and for West Virginia, the design was chosen through a process that involved local input and the work of talented artists. The chosen design was created by an engraver named Joseph Mena, who worked closely with the Mint to ensure that every detail was captured with precision. From the intricate details of the bridge's structure to the texture of the mountains, the design was meant to be a tribute not only to West Virginia's natural beauty but also to the people who have shaped the state's history. When these coins were minted in 2005, they were produced by the millions, just like other quarters that were part of the 50-state quarters program. The U.S. Mint used state-of-the-art technology to create the dies that would stamp the designs onto the quarters. These dies were carefully prepared, and the coins were struck with a high level of detail. The Mint's advanced technology allowed for the designs to be reproduced with incredible accuracy, ensuring that the iconic images of the New River Gorge Bridge and the surrounding mountains were captured in stunning detail. Once the coins were minted, they entered circulation and were quickly spread throughout the United States, traveling from pocket to pocket, passing through vending machines, or being exchanged for goods and services. At first, the 2005 West Virginia quarter was like any other coin. It didn't carry much attention, and most people probably didn't stop to consider its unique design or the history it represented. But as time passed, something remarkable began to happen. Collectors, both seasoned and amateur, began to take notice of the 2005 West Virginia quarter. The popularity of the 50-state quarters program had created a boom in coin collecting, and the West Virginia quarter was no exception. For collectors, the appeal of the 2005 West Virginia quarter is rooted in several key factors. First and foremost, there's the beauty of the design. The New River Gorge Bridge is an iconic landmark, and its inclusion on the coin helps make the West Virginia quarter one of the most visually striking quarters in the entire 50-state quarter series. The juxtaposition of the bridge with the majestic mountains surrounding it creates a coin that is both aesthetically pleasing and deeply symbolic. Second, the rarity of certain 2005 West Virginia quarters has made them incredibly desirable. In the world of coin collecting, Rarity is one of the most important factors in determining a coin's value. While millions of these coins were minted, only a select few were kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have remained free from the wear and tear of daily circulation are incredibly valuable, as they represent a snapshot in time of a coin that has never been subjected to use. This rarity, combined with the historical significance of the 2005 West Virginia quarter, has led to a surge in demand for these coins among collectors. As the years went by, the value of the 2005 West Virginia quarter began to climb. The condition of the coin was one of the biggest determining factors in its value. Coins that were graded by professionals and found to be in exceptional condition, with no signs of wear or damage, began to fetch higher prices. In particular, coins with error variations, such as those with double dies or misstrikes, became even more valuable. These error coins, though rare, became the most sought-after pieces in the numismatic world, with collectors willing to pay premium prices for them. The rarity and quality of the 2005 West Virginia quarter, combined with the coin's place within the 50-state quarter series, has caused its value to appreciate significantly over time. Some of the highest-priced examples of this coin have sold for as much as $75,000, a far cry from its original face value of just 25 cents. These high prices are a reflection of the coin's beauty, historical significance, and the sheer rarity of well-preserved examples. For those lucky enough to have held onto a pristine example of the 2005 West Virginia quarter, the value it commands today can be life-changing. It's not just a quarter. It's a window into the history of West Virginia, a symbol of its culture and independence, and a reminder of the incredible potential for hidden treasure that lies in everyday objects. The story of the 2005 West Virginia quarter is a testament to the magic of coin collecting. What was once a simple piece of currency has become a prized collectible, sought after by collectors and investors alike. The 2005 West Virginia quarter is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and a representation of the pride and spirit of West Virginia. Its journey from a circulating coin to a valuable collector's item is a reminder that, sometimes, the most unassuming objects hold the greatest potential. For collectors, the 2005 West Virginia quarter is a symbol of the excitement that comes with discovering something extraordinary in the most unexpected places. And for those who own one of the rarest examples, it serves as a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the next treasure could be waiting just around the corner so. The next time you come across a 2005 West Virginia quarter, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just be holding a rare and valuable coin, one that could bring you a small fortune. The world of numismatics is full of hidden gems, and the West Virginia quarter is one of its brightest treasures, offering a window into the past and the potential for incredible future reward. The story of the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter is one of historical reverence, artistic achievement, and an unexpected financial journey that has captured the imagination of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. A coin that might have seemed like just another piece of currency, circulating through the hands of millions of Americans, has become a symbol of patriotism, resilience, and the enduring legacy of Fort Moultrie. But it's also more than just a coin. It's a snapshot of America's past, immortalized in metal, telling a story that reaches far beyond its 25-cent face value. The story behind the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter is rooted in the history of one of the most important military sites in the United States. Fort Moultrie, located in Charleston, South Carolina, has played a pivotal role in American history, particularly during the American Revolution and the War of 1812. The fort itself was the site of a significant victory in 1776, when Colonel William Moultrie and his troops successfully defended Charleston from a British naval attack. This victory was crucial in boosting American morale during the early years of the Revolution. The fort would go on to serve in various capacities throughout American history, But its most famous moment came in that early battle, where the fort's defense was so effective that the fort was named in honor of Colonel Moultrie. The fort stood as a testament to the courage and resilience of American patriots who fought for independence. Fast forward to the 21st century, and Fort Moultrie's place in history was commemorated in 2016 with the release of a quarter as part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful series. This series, which began in 2010, has featured national parks, historical landmarks, and significant locations across the country, each coin celebrating a unique piece of America's story. The Fort Moultrie Quarter was part of this ongoing initiative to highlight the nation's most beloved and significant sites. It would represent not just the history of Fort Moultrie, but also the broader spirit of the American Revolution, military history, and national pride. The design of the 2016 Fort Moultrie Quarter is an artistic tribute to the fort's legacy. On the reverse of the coin, the design features a detailed depiction of the fort itself, along with the iconic palmetto tree. The palmetto tree is a symbol of South Carolina, and it played an important role in the history of the fort. During the battle in 1776, the fort's walls were made of palmetto logs, which proved to be remarkably effective in repelling British cannon fire. The tree became a symbol of strength and resilience, and it was incorporated into the state flag of South Carolina. In the quarter's design, the palmetto tree stands tall alongside the fort, a symbol of the enduring strength that has come to define the state's character. Above the fort is an inscription that reads Fort Moultrie, marking the quarter's association with this historic site. To the left of the fort, the coin reads South Carolina, while at the bottom, the year of release, 2016, is displayed. The design, like all coins in the America the Beautiful series, was created with meticulous attention to detail. The coin's engravers worked tirelessly to ensure that the imagery on the coin was accurate, vibrant, and full of meaning. Every line of the fort's walls, every curve of the palmetto tree, was carefully crafted to capture the essence of the site's history. The coin serves not only as a functional piece of currency but also as a work of art, a small, portable tribute to the past. The reverse side of the 2016 Fort Moultrie Quarter is, in many ways, a snapshot of the past, capturing the fort at the height of its historical significance. The coin was designed to commemorate not only the fort's military role but also its importance as a national landmark. As part of the America the Beautiful series, the quarter contributes to a growing recognition of America's most important and iconic sites, preserving their stories for future generations. The design, however, is not just about remembering the past. It's also a call to recognize the strength, endurance, and sacrifices that have shaped the nation. When the 2016 Fort Moultrie Quarter was first minted, it entered circulation like any other quarter. Millions of these coins were produced, and they were sent out into the world, exchanged at stores, used in vending machines, and tucked away in the corners of coin jars. At first glance, the Fort Moultrie Quarter appeared to be just another standard issue coin. However, as the years passed, coin collectors began to recognize the importance and value of these quarters. Many collectors sought to complete their America the Beautiful series, and the Fort Moultrie Quarter, as part of that collection, became a sought-after piece for those looking to honor the history of America's landmarks. The appeal of the 2016 Fort Moultrie Quarter is not just about its design or its place in the America the Beautiful series, though both of those are important. The coin has a unique connection to the historical significance of Fort Moultrie and, by extension, the larger story of America's fight for independence. For those interested in American military history or the American Revolution, the Fort Moultrie Quarter represents more than just a coin. It's a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who fought for freedom. It's a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in the birth of the United States, and it carries with it the stories of those who defended the country's future. In addition to its historical and artistic value, the Fort Moultrie Quarter's collector appeal lies in its rarity and condition. As with any coin, the value of the Fort Moultrie quarter is influenced by several factors, including its mintage, the quality of the coin, and its condition when it enters the market. Many of the Fort Moultrie quarters in circulation were used and worn, with scratches and signs of handling. However, coins that were preserved in mint condition or even those with unique features or errors have become prized by collectors. Error coins, in particular, often fetch a premium, as their rarity makes them highly sought after. Coins with misstrikes, doubling, or other minting anomalies have the potential to be worth significantly more than their face value. The value of the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter has steadily increased over time, especially as collectors have started to recognize the coin's rarity and historical significance. The demand for well-preserved examples, particularly those with unique errors, has led to a rise in the coin's market value. Some examples of the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter have sold for as much as $48,000 at auctions, a price that far exceeds the quarter's original value of 25 cents. This impressive jump in value is a testament to the lasting appeal of the coin and its place within the larger story of American history. For those who own a rare, high-quality example of the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter, the potential for a substantial return on investment is a thrilling prospect. What was once seen as a simple quarter has transformed into a valuable piece of American history, one that can provide both financial reward and a deeper connection to the nation's past. Whether it's a coin with a rare minting error, one that is in pristine condition, or simply a well-preserved example of the coin's design, collectors have found much to appreciate in the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter. The journey of the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter from a circulating coin to a highly valued collectible is a story that reflects the magic of numismatics. Like many coins, its value was not immediately recognized. But over time, collectors have come to appreciate it for its historical significance, its artistic beauty, and its rarity. For those who are passionate about collecting coins or about American history, the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter stands as a reminder of the remarkable journey that a simple piece of currency can take. From its initial release as a circulating coin to its rise in value, the Fort Moultrie quarter is a testament to the power of history and the enduring appeal of America's most iconic landmarks. For those lucky enough to own a rare or pristine example, the 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter is more than just a coin. It's a tangible piece of history, a connection to the past, and a valuable treasure that could continue to appreciate in value. So, the next time you find yourself holding a 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter, take a moment to consider its story. What was once a piece of everyday currency may just be one of the most valuable collectibles of the future, carrying with it the pride, spirit, and history of America.